Alright, rank up, private, reward located at M1. Alright, that should be all of them. Alright, so we have a rifle at M1. You can see where it got moved to. So we'll pick that up. Damn. Today I'm going to share with you a new script that you could use in your Arma 3 scenarios to earn a rank and gain rewards for your kills. Kill Rank Reward Script. To begin with, let's go to the Scenario tab at the top and then down to Open Scenario folder, and let's install the script. Here we are in the mission folder. I'm going to bring up another folder with the script in it, and we're just going to drag this to the mission folder, close this. I'm going to link this in the description of the video for download, and when you get it, just open it up or extract it, take the script and drag it to your mission folder just like that. I'm going to close this and we're just going to remove the zip file. Once you get the script in your mission folder just like you see here, let's open it up and review it. Kill Rank Reward.sqf, a script that I put together, and this is what it does. This script tracks player kills and shows a persistent kill rank HUD. It then moves objects set to be a reward to a designated or random marker when certain kill thresholds or ranks are reached. Let's go over how to set this up. How to set up files and code. Well, step 1 is to move the kill rank reward.sqf script into your mission folder, which we just did. Step 2 is to put the following code into an initPlayerLocal.sqf script, which is this code here. We're going to copy this code. Just highlight it like that. Press Ctrl C, which will copy it. I'm going to start up a notepad document, and once you see the cursor blinking, just press Ctrl V. That will paste the code. Go back to the script and go to where it says initPlayerLocal.sqf. Copy that, and let's go back to the code. Now go to File, and then down to where it says Save As, and you're going to get a window that opens up. Go to Save As Type and choose All Files. Now if you're in your mission folder, you have to locate your mission folder, which I am in. You'll see the script, the Kill Rank Reward script, and the mission SQM. Now just go to the file name and make sure a cursor is blinking and press Ctrl V. That will paste the name of the script that we need. And once you have that and you see your mission folder, just hit save and we can close this. And then if we go to our mission folder, we should see an initPlayerLocal.sqf. So that's how to set up files and code. That's step 1 and 2. How to set up editor. The first step for this is set up markers in your scenario, give them variable names, and then add the names in the marker arrays in the parameter arrays. For this, let's go into the mission itself and I'll show you what I have set up for the markers. Here we are in the mission, and this map is actually called the Pegasus Bridge. It's a World War II map, and I'm using the Spearhead DLC for this demonstration. Alright, let's go over the markers, and first let's go to the map. So on the map I have 10 markers. I have another marker here, but you guys can ignore this because I'm only using that to spawn some infantry that I'm going to use to demonstrate the script. We have 10 markers here. Each one of these markers starts with an M. So we have M1, M2, M3, M4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 10. You don't have to have 10 markers. You don't have to have them named M1 or M2, etc. You can name the markers whatever you want, as long as they have the variable name. So if we click on one of these markers, this marker's variable name is M1. Now I put a text here, M1, to basically tell me which marker this is. So if you were to remove the text, then you just have whatever the marker icon is. Now just to let you know that you don't have to use a dot icon. It could be whatever marker you want to use. I would recommend that you use the icon markers only and not area markers, because area markers cover an area. You don't really want to do that, so just stick with the icons. Whatever icons you want to choose will work. So with these markers here, M1, I put M1 only to match the variable name so that I could see in game what the marker is on the map, because you'll see once you earn a rank, it'll tell you what marker your reward will show up at. For the position of the marker, that's going to be important, because when you gain a reward from earning a rank, the reward can be anything. It could be an ammo box, it could be a weapon, it could be a vehicle. So you have to kind of keep in mind of what is the reward going to be that is going to be moved to one of these markers. If you're going to move a box to a marker, when it gets moved, the box is not going to be exactly on the marker. It's going to be somewhere around the marker. So there's like 6 invisible positions around each one of these markers. So it could be a box, it could be a weapon, it could be a vehicle. What you want is the marker to be in an area that's open enough that allows whatever you're going to have move there, it's space. If it's a box, space like this is fine. Space like this is fine. So for what I set up here, I have basically ammo boxes and weapons being moved to these areas. So you could see the space around each one of these. There's plenty of space. We did step 1. We have 10 markers down that we're going to use. So we set up markers in our scenario. We gave them variable names and then add the names in the marker arrays in the parameters array. Let's scroll down to where it says parameters. And this is the parameters. So you have 2 sections for markers. You have this section says for markers. And what this is for, it says marker names where rewards will be moved to for random placement. This is an array right here. This whole thing is an array. Whatever you name your markers, you're just going to put the markers in quotes, just like this. So I have M1 in quotes, then a comma, then M2, etc. And remember, the last one doesn't get a comma. So you can have more or less markers. You don't need to have 10. You could have 20 if you want, or you could have 2. It doesn't matter, as long as you define the markers in the array here. So if I did an M11, let's say I did this, put a comma here, and then make this 11, and then we'd have 11 markers. Of course, what you put here will already be in the mission, but we're not doing 11. That's what you do here, is put the markers in this array, and then you scroll down, then you go to where it says marker matching. And here you do the same thing. These are going to be variable names of rewards, which we'll do soon, but we're going over the markers. So here are all the 10 markers. So you have reward variable name, which is this side. And then you have marker variable name, which is this side. You put your marker names here. Next, we're going to scroll up and go back to how to set up. We set up markers in our scenario. We gave them variable names, and now we've added them to the marker arrays in the parameter arrays. Let's go to step 2. Choose an object, either an ammo crate, weapon, etc., to be your reward. Give it a variable name, and then add that name to the ranks, kills, and rewards array. Set your reward objects on the outside of your mission area so they are not seen or can be accessed. So let's go back in the mission, and I'm going to show you how to set up the rewards. For the rewards, we're going to go to another location. I'm just going to go over here. Now for your rewards, they're just going to be objects that you're going to place somewhere far away from the area or the AO of your mission. Each one of these that you want to use, I just used ammo boxes and weapons, they are going to be moved to the markers at whatever location that you have them set at. So let's take a look at these rewards. So here we have an ammo box. It's very simple. All you need to do is give the object a variable name, keep it simple, and I would suggest keeping the variable name specific to what the object is, or at least close to it. That way you're not going back and forth trying to determine what was the variable name of that object, especially when you have a lot of objects like this. So this is ammo 1. I know it's an ammo box. It doesn't need to be ammo box if you're using an ammo box. It could be whatever you want. The variable name doesn't matter as long as you have a variable name on the object, and it could be any object. So here we have a weapons box. I named that weapons 1. I named this mines because that's all this is mines. So if we edit it, mines 1. And then we have weapons. So for the weapons, a grand, M1 grand, and if I edit it, the variable name is Grand. So the name is specific to the object. And then we have an M1A1 carbine. This one I just named a carbine. This one is a shotgun. It's basically a trench gun, but I named it shotgun. Here we have a rifle, the MK Enfield. I named it Enfield. Then we have an M19 190A4. I named it exactly that. I could have just said machine gun, so that would have sufficed. Here we have the M198A2 bar. I just named it bar 1. And then we have a Thompson, M1A1 Thompson, and I just named it Thompson. So we chose an object, which will be our reward. We gave it a variable name. We need to add the name to the ranks, kills, and rewards array. So let's go to the ranks, kills, and rewards array, which is under parameters. So you go down here, and this is the ranks, kills, and rewards. Here we have the ranks on the left. We have the number of kills that are required to achieve each one of these ranks. And then we have the reward name, the reward variable name. You can have more or less of these ranks. You can define what your ranks are going to be. So they don't have to be this. And you could also define how many kills it requires to achieve the rank of private, let's say. So this is, 1 kill, you'll gain the rank of private. 5 kills for the rank of corporal, etc. You could set this up like domination. If any of you have played domination in Arma 2 and in Arma 3, they're mainly like points that you get, and after so many points you'll go up in rank, and then it unlocks different stuff. So it unlocks like planes or ammo boxes or stuff like that. That's the general idea of this. So for this, when you make a kill, you earn a rank and then you get a reward for that rank. So this Garand, for example, gets moved to the position that is set up for that. So for example, if we go up here, you go to marker matching, the Garand is set up for M1. So I can expect a Garand at M1. I can expect an ammo 1 box, or the ammo box, at M2. Let's go to step 3. Define your rank kill amount for each rank and reward variable name for each rank you defined in the ranks, kills, rewards array. We did that. Alright, let's take a look at the parameters. These are the parameters that you want to be concerned about. All these, all the way down here. And you have this. So that's as far. And then I have don't edit below this line. So this is debug messages setting. If you set this to true, then basically you'll get these little messages at the bottom left corner of your screen that'll tell you, if you don't have an enemy defined, then it'll say that. It'll also say some other stuff. So this is set to false by default. Center text plus sound when you rank up. So this right here is rank up text duration. Let's say you made enough kills to rank up, and you rank up. You're going to get some words at the bottom middle of the screen that'll be somewhat big, and the duration for that text is going to stay there for 13 seconds. Now it doesn't have to be 13 seconds. It could be more or less, whatever you want to do. So this is basically how many seconds rank earned text stays on the screen. Now here is the KR rank up sound. So this is a sound. All you need here is a class name. All right, let's put a trigger down, and I'm going to show you some of the effects and class names that you could use. So if you open up a trigger and get an idea of what the sounds are, expand the trigger effects area, and you go to sound, and you click on here, and you go down the list, and you can choose what sound you want. You can actually pre-hear what you want to hear. So let's scroll down, and I'm going to show you the one that I used. So this is firing drills checkpoint clear. So if we choose that, you'll hear that sound when you rank up. Now you could choose another sound, something like that. If you hover your mouse cursor over this, where it says firing drills dash checkpoint clear, below that is the class name. So basically you take that class name fdcp underscore clear underscore f. So you just take that and you put that class name in between the quotes here, and then you can just have a custom sound that you want for when you earn a rank. The faction side counter. This parameter, if set to false, counts kills on any faction side. So that means multiple factions. If set to true, then only counts kills based on what is set in the KR enemy sides parameter, which is the next parameter, enemy faction sides parameter. This parameter determines what faction side will be counted for kills. The faction sides that you could choose are West, East, Resistance, and Civilian, and this is the KR enemy sides. Inside the brackets, I have West. Now, the enemy I'm fighting is the Wehrmacht, or the Germans, as I'm playing a US soldier in my mission. And West, for the side that you fight against, is blue for, but that's the side of the enemy. The player side is on the resistance side, or independent, and the enemy is on West. So basically, I just put West there. Now, if you want to have two factions, let's say you wanted both West and East, then you just put a comma and you type in East. So we're just going to leave it as West, matching or random marker parameter. So if true, rewards get moved to matching marker. Currently it's set to true. If false, rewards picks a random marker from the KR rewards marker parameter. So if we set to true, then you have this right here, KR reward marker map. You're going to have these rewards going to these markers specifically as you see them. Now if you have it set to random, if true, rewards get moved to matching marker. If false, rewards picks a random marker from the KR reward markers parameter, which is here. These are just markers that are defined as we know, and if you have this set to false, then one of these markers will be chosen and your reward be moved to either one of these markers. For starting rank and kill count. Alright, KR kill count starts at 0, so basically you don't have any kills, you didn't make any kills. Your rank starts at 0. Current rank index is set to -1. -1 means starting with no rank. Now if you wanted to start with a rank, then just set this to 1, you'll have a rank. This here tracks how many rewards have been placed at each marker. So you have a marker name, so you could use the marker name, whatever your marker name is, and then the count. And that's basically it. That's all you need to know. Everything's set up here. Alright, let's check it out. Alright, so if you take a look at the top right, it says kills 0, rank none, next rank at 1 kills. So I have to make 1 kill in order to rank up, and then I'll get a reward. So if we go to the map, we're going to see where these rewards are going to go. So the first reward, I have it set up so that the first reward will be moved to M1. The next one will be M2, 3, 4, etc. So I have in this mission a little trigger set up, radio trigger, where I can spawn a squad of Wehrmacht, and these guys will hunt me. So I go to radio, spawn Wehrmacht. I add a hint, of course, as you guys know, for feedback. So here they come. They should be coming roughly from that area, at least to start. Alright, rank up, private, reward located at M1. Now that's 13 seconds that stays up, so you could reduce that if you want to. Yeah. I'll get that rifle in a second. Alright, he's down. One more. Alright, that should be all of them. Alright, so we have a rifle at M1. You can see where it got moved to. So we'll pick that up. It only gives me 8 rounds, but that's why we got an ammo box. So the next rank gave me an ammo box. And I got 9 kills. Rank is corporal. Next rank at 10 kills. So I need 1 more kill to rank up and get another reward. Now I know the increments for the ranks are very small. Change the ranks to increase the ranks when you get the ranks, then just increase the kills. You know, the kills determine when you get the ranks. So here we'll just get in some ammo for this rifle. add a grenade to that. And that should be good. So we'll spawn another squad coming from the left. Alright, next rank. Rank ups. Or located at M3. So M3 is right here by that corner of the fence. It's actually another gun. Alright, let's go see. I don't think we killed them all. Yep, they're flanking me. Okay, we got another reward. These rewards. So here we got a new weapon. We got a weapons box. This is mainly just more ammo and stuff I set up. That's it so far. We'll just grab this weapon over here that we earned and get some ammo for it. I think we got everybody. And this takes 15 rounds. Alright, let's spawn these guys. I don't think they're going to be coming from the right over here like they did at the beginning. There they are. We're located at marker 5. That's going to be mines. Should be all of them. Let's go check out our rewards. Alright, let's see. We got this ammo box. Found some triple wire mines. Damn. So we got 29 kills so far. 30 to rank, so one more. Yeah, marker 6. M7. He's over here. Yeah, we got him. Right, so M7, which is over here, that gave us a shotgun. Let's swap with the Thompson. It gives us 30 rounds. Get ammo from over here, coming from the left. It's 56 kills, I need 60 to rank. Yeah, 9. So M9 is located right at our feet. This gives us the infield. I think this is our last round. Back to pistol. Alright guys, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you find this script useful. I will catch you guys on the next video for more codes and scripts. Take a look at this playlist.